DKR Texas Memorial Stadium. EA Sports college football coverage continues with this Week 10 clash. It's the Florida State Seminoles and the Texas Longhorns. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Guys, I caught up with the Longhorns head coach before the game. This running back has been a revelation all season long. They brought him in the transfer portal, and he has delivered. Each and every week, we see the chemistry grow between he and the quarterback and their offensive line. Now in playoff contention, making some noise in the top 15, they are starting to be a team to contend with, and it is all because of this running back and how he is fueling this offense. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. The Seminoles ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Offense in a bunch formation. Here's Brown to begin the drive. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Throwing Manning. Pocket breaking down. Pucks it out of the air. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there because you came into this game, you
picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Takes it the other way. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Noles.
You always want to come out and set the tone as a defense. Get a stop, make a punt. How about this? Get the INT and take it back to the house. Way to set the tone for this defense early.
And he tacks on the extra point. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Grabbed behind the line. It's Brown. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Pulls it in. It's Townsend. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient, fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Using his feet to buy time. Rolling right and going deep. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. We've got pass interference, but this time it's on the offense. First down for this offense. Might be calling a hot route. The give, running right, Brown. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Here's Manning to throw. Here comes the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman caliber quarterback. And the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
It'll be 3rd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Manning tries to pick it up on 3rd down. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Looking for a man. It's Daniels. Makes the catch. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The Seminoles want to pick up the tempo. To the air on 2nd down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. From the gun, wants to pass. He tries to take the top off. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
That's a throw the quarterback would like to have back. He forced that one into double coverage. That means somebody else was wide open. The quarterback really needs to be better moving forward, working through his progressions.
Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. And the Seminoles send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. First one of the day is on its way, and he's been sort of scarce around here, only called on 1 time in that loss last week. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarmed him under for no gain. Here comes the Texas offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You got to throw the...
Going for it all. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
To throw, Manning. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. He fires one deep down the right side.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The Longhorns will have it 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Manning. Makes the grab, it's Wingo. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
Man, is it going to be fun trying to stop this passing offense at Texas. Not only do you have to deal with Arch Manning throwing the football, but you got Wingo outside with all that speed, David. You bring in Cam Coleman from Auburn with his size and speed. So who do you cover if you're on defense?
Yeah, I wouldn't even mention the running backs when you bring in 2 who are studs. So, like, they're studs all over the field. This is an offense that, Sark, when they really get it going, man, the passing game becomes elite. And they can do so many good things to you. But just Cam Coleman and the ability to catch the football when he's not open. Like, it's second to none. Look forward to watching him and the Arch connection and how it goes.
Ball is loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games, that loses games, and that is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
They want to run it left here. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Give on the inside. They make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers through the 1st quarter. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. FSU calling its 2nd timeout. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. To the air, it's Daniels. He lobs one high down the left side. Makes a deep grab. Completely shot a bolt of energy into this drive. Inside the 40, finally stopped at the 39.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in 3rd and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sidelines.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Zings it complete to the right. Wide open space. Touchdown Seminoles. And they take it in for 6 more points.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he finished things off with that 36-yarder for a score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. He'll try it again. Maybe a crease. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Arch Madness. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Handoff to the single back. Fighting off the defender. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to the ground game on the left. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on third down in DKR. Back to pass, it's Daniels. Gets it out quickly. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
And the Noles will snap it on 1st and 10. Floats it out in space. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front.
Snags it, and there's running room. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. The Noles will hustle to the line. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. To the air, it's Daniels. Lets it fly deep downfield. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. That is no good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football.
Could be an alley. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Longhorns! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And that's exactly what the offense needed right there. A touchdown here, and I know it's taken a while. They hadn't had a lot of success up until that moment. Late in the 2nd quarter, they finally were able to punch one in the end zone, and that's going to give them some confidence now to take into the locker room here shortly at halftime, but they've got to play much better in the 2nd half.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. Tight end now in motion. Looking for a man. It's Daniels. Gonna take a shot. Makes the grab on the left side. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. Florida State calls its 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Line gets set, 1st down. He's looking to throw. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. That one falls out of bounds, incomplete.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. Off the play fake. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Running out of time here in the 1st half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Defense coming up with a huge stop, perhaps to force a field goal that would make it a 2-possession game. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. Not a chance. Missed it. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Interesting 1st half, fellas, and an eye-opening day here in Week 10 on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with Oregon taking on the number 6 team, the Texas A&M Aggies. And it's the Ducks with a gritty victory away from home. This team prepared well all week, and they'll enjoy the fruits of their labor. They now move to 9-0 on the season, one of the best starts in the history of the program. Here now a look at some other games of note, including a big upset inside the SEC.
The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. They start this 3rd quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. To the air, it's Daniels. Using the quick game. There he goes. And he left the first defender grabbing at air before he was finally tackled.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And just not enough field to hold that one. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. And the Seminoles decide to punt it away. He can get this one up in the wind. It ought to carry for a while. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Got a man. It's Townsend. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
I know he's got the height and the weight at the tight end, but, man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field. For a big guy, very, very unique.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First and 10 after the defense was hit with that personal foul penalty. Here's Arch to throw. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
This offense has put a pretty good drive together, man. Like showing a little bit of balance, back-to-back plays, creating some chunks of yardage, and now really set up in a position to do well. First and goal, and the defense their heads spinning a little bit because mixing the run and pass really well on this drive.
The Longhorns trying to get a touchdown on first and goal.
Here we go. Ready, go.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
Well, just nothing happening that time for the QB, right? RPO keeps it. He's trying to throw, nobody there. He tries to buy time, getting out to his right-hand side, but the defense took everything away and just forced the quarterback to have to hit the football.
Touchdown, Longhorn! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Back to throw, it's Daniels. Lets it fly, and it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play.
Even here in the third quarter as they get set to snap it on 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Fires to the middle. Found a seam. Turning it on. Electrifying play. And man, are they set up now at the 32-yard line.
Really good job by the quarterback recognizing the coverage and knowing where to attack. When the defense is in a cover 3 type zone, there are some holes over the middle of the field. And if you've got a target running that way, that's what you got to be thinking about. And he was on time getting it out early enough where his guy could make the catch and then do something positive with the football once he had it in his hands.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. And they went right back to the well, and that is a big-time answer from the defense after giving up the explosive play.
Yeah, it's a great job in sudden change, right, Reese? You give up the big one, the play before, so you hustle down, you get lined up. You have no idea what's coming next, but great individual effort by the defender to get to that QB.
And they'll knock him down. The Seminoles headed quickly to the line. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Florida State. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And it was capped with an explosive 22-yard run. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Arch is going to throw for it. With the catch, it's Wingo. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Well, look what's happening now. Old Uncle Mo has hit the transfer portal and is changing sidelines.
That's a nice-looking catch on that play, and I know Texas is known for DBs, and they're known for having really good running backs. Not a lot of great receivers over the years. I'll tell you what, though, this guy has really showed up in this game. He's making plays, and I know they want to continue to build a legacy at this position here in this program.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that. You're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
A give to Brown. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Third down from the gun, Manning. It's complete to the left. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Manning to throw for it on fourth. The quick out. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Manning finds his man. It's Townsend. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go catch this thing.
Makes a grab and room to run. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Longhorns in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Under fire. Being chased. Touchdown, Texas! And they take it in for 6 more points. The Longhorns with a huge score to answer. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the fourth. So So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And it was capped off with an impressive 18-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Tie game, fourth quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
After the 9-yard completion, the playbook wide open on 2nd and 1. Motion from the wideout. The sure hands, it's Robinson. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there. They create a negative play.
Stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Daniels. Under fire. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He'll take the deep shot. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
How about that 4th down, man? Sometimes when that ball's in the air and it's not going past the sticks, you're like, no, it didn't get far enough. But nice job throwing the ball on target, letting your receiver do the work. He gets the 1st down. What a huge 4th down conversion.
The Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. They'll try it over the left side. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18. The Seminoles come to the line in the hurry-up. Give to the running back. Hard running there. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. They not only have to deal with this defense, but the noise from this crowd on 3rd and 4. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8.
And the offense runs the football, and they get the 1st down. And you kind of get the feeling they've already gone for it on 4th down once. Like, they're going to do it again. And that just puts so much pressure on a defense. Like, to play an extra snap over and over again is really, really difficult. This offense appears to be in an aggressive mode.
This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Setting up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. They've got the lead here in the 4th. The Seminoles back in the lead. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Showing off the arm. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Moving out to the right. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Again, it's Brown. Across the 45. There's a crease. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
No secret sauce, no tricking people. 3rd down and 1. I got to be the more physical team, Jesse, and they were.
And it's so nice, too, when you've got playmakers like that guy that can take a play that's only designed maybe to get a couple yards and turn it into a big gainer. This offense is loaded with weapons.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense. And I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burners are. You know he can go. So you got to play that deep route. They play it great. Don't give up the big play. Stay deep and don't let anyone get behind you.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The offense changing the play. Throwing Manning. Rushes on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's 3rd and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play you can dial up? Maybe get half of this back. Like, I know the clock is ticking, but I got to make sure that I maybe cut this down and make it a more manageable 4th down if I don't complete this 3rd and long.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Complete. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Here's Manning to throw. He's got it on the move. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. And this is the chance for this offense. A 1st and goal, 4th quarter, trying to tie the game up. Now on the move. Stopped in his tracks, and they'll have to try it again. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Quarterback keeps moving. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas. The Longhorns with a huge score to answer.
Man, this place is going nuts. Your offense comes through in the clutch when you need it. Great job. Now, baby, free football. Let's kick the extra point. We can go to overtime.
A gutsy call to go for the deuce to try to win the game right here. He is in, and they roll the dice. Won't settle for the tie. They take the lead with a 2-point conversion. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. This will be the last play of the game and the last chance they have maybe to win it at the gun. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Bunch formation for these receivers. Or maybe a double pass. Complete to the left. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. Timeout is called with just a single second left.
Yeah, and he's been throwing it all over the yard, and he's now over 300 yards on the day, so been a successful day. Now, 300 yards, I don't know, Palmer, 300 nowadays, that's like what back in the day for you?
That would have been 500. I would have won the Heisman, maybe. It's a big deal today in college football, no doubt. Listen, he's in a rhythm right now. He's in a groove. We've seen good decision-making. He's been playing on time, and he's been deadly accurate throwing it. And guess what? This game is far from over.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. It comes down to this. One more snap left in this game. If they get a touchdown, they can find a way to win it. Defense more than happy to take that free yardage. Here comes the offense on first down. He's got it on the right. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offenses have just boomed in college football. So good. So many ways to hurt you. You saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And, man, we saw that here today.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.